holding over. This is an important discussion. We still have more important stuff to talk about. But let's continue on with that almost an overwhelming story. Here we are in Southern California, and in Southern California, you must register your bike, and you had this story about the Iraqi war veteran suffering from PTSD out on a bike ride, a therapeutic bike ride, shaken down by the police state, and then cited ultimately. What's the status of this case, and tell us more about the story?
Well, the status of the case is we go to pretrial tomorrow. We went before the judge, and Patricia told the judge I didn't do anything wrong. He said, look, I have a suggestion. Now, this is a judge on the record said, I would guess if you would go down and get a license from the city of Buena Park, they would probably, and he said I can't promise, but they would probably either drop the charges or lower them. Now, the other thing they did when she first got her ticket, it was a citation only. Before it went to court, before it went before the judge even was amazed. He said, well, wait a minute. This is not just a ticket. This is a criminal misdemeanor. They changed it to a criminal misdemeanor. And the judge said, but seriously, I think rather than fight this, you should just go down, get a license, and they'll probably allow you to pay a fine and go away. She said no, and I agree with her, and I gave her my support as her spiritual advisor. I'm not an attorney, but I said, first of all, if you register that bike, you could be arrested for theft because the bike is not hers. It's her mother's bike. And if she applied for a license for that bike, she could be arrested for fraudulent records because she would have to state that it was her bicycle and that serial number. And that's not the case. So she said, no, I'm not going to apply for a license. The third reason that she couldn't is, in order to get a license in the city of Buena Park, Orange County, United States of Hitlerism, we are here, you must have a residence. You must have a mailing address. She does not have one. She is a resident of the First Southern Baptist Church Sanctuary. She could not legally register her mother's bike, nor even if her mother said it's okay, she could not honestly fill out the application because she has no address, and the judge suggested that. So the judge said, you want to fight this? And so Patricia said yes, and the pretrial has been set for tomorrow, and the regular trial, jury trial, is for the 26th, and we're hoping that she'll be found not guilty. But under the system that we're in, we have her out.
I'm familiar with jury nullification as well. She may want to propose that to the jury.
Well, we'll certainly do that. The last time I did that in a case similar to this, I was arrested for disrupting the court.
Oh, my goodness. Pastor Drake, this is just I mean, you've seen I say the United States, you've seen America change pretty dramatically throughout your lifetime, and I want to thank you for your service to our country. This is just an amazing story. I want to follow the progress of that story. But I thank you for your service to our country, especially in the capacity of fighting this battle that Pastor Hovind has been battling for many years now. Thank you so much. And I want to tell our listening audience, Pastor Wiley Drake, on behalf of ATLA, that is Pastor Manning's church in Harlem, he's going to be corresponding from the trial in Pensacola, Florida. I've spoken to Pastor Manning. I told him that I was in communication with you. He said he's going to have you on his show tomorrow, and I offered up to Pastor Manning that we would provide as much coverage as we possibly can to bring awareness to these issues. Now, let's do this, okay? In this segment, I want you to comment on this because we've got some current events that are taking place. The communists, okay? The I call them libtards, are stepping up the pace with their whole stripping us of our individuality and our godliness, of course. Let's listen to this Cuomo on CNN and his remarks, and I want you to comment on